Hey everyone, how you doing today? It's John Taylor. I'm on my news desk and prop trading desk today. Today is Thursday, December 4th, 2025. A lot of exciting news to kind of go over today. I do geopolitics and then socioeconomics, and then I look at a trading plan for myself for the day. Not financial advice, I gotta say that. Check this out. So, a lot of news on jobless data and things that are being reported in the news today. Just kind of waking up, having my first cup of coffee, kind of see, what we're looking at today. If you stay with me to the end, I give you free alpha, which is my trading plan for today. So let's kind of look at the news, what's being reported on the economic calendar. Stock market's going to open up here in about a minute. So on the 4th of December, pardon me, we have initial jobless claims is out. Factory orders, it's a delayed report because of the government shutdown. And some 12 p.m. we have Fed speak. So kind of light going into the holiday as far as the market is concerned and everything on geopolitical news. So let's check this out. Give my video a like and a share. Let's get the word out. And, please subscribe to my channel. My channel is getting a lot of traction, giving a lot of free alpha. It's fun. So always, let's see what on bar chart first. Stocks are muted before the open as the rally pauses. U.S. jobless claims data is on tap. Spotify in the news. Putin arrives in New Delhi on state visit. U.S. filings for jobless benefits fall 191,000, lowest since September 2022. Box Inc. Got news on it. Corning, GLW stock shares. Royal Caribbean stock outperforming the Dow. People are going on cruises. Trump approved H200 export to China. So NVIDIA in the news. CoStar Group stock underperforming. So let's look at what's going on with the major market overview real quick. S&P 500, E-minis up 14, NASDAQ up, minis up 47 points, the Dow futures. Stock market just opened. Dow futures up 46 points, the VIX dip on the VIX, so we got less volatility at 17.65. The Dixie, dipping on the Dixie at 98, spot 765. The 10-year dipping also at 112-280. Crude oil, $59. Gold is hanging in there, pumping, up about $2 at 4,234. Silver at $58. So that's what's being reported on major market. Stocks that are active today: Tesla, NVIDIA, Broadcom, JP Morgan Chase, Checkpoint Software, Nova, Nordisk, Meta, Alphabet, Google's doing great, and then Walmart. So these are all, the stock shares that are active. Gold is up again. S&P 500 has a little pump this morning. So let's see here. All right, so stay with me. Bitcoin trading while it's at 92,500, approximately off about 1%. So, this is, we're looking at Ethereum and the cryptos. We'll look at it. And then the blockchain ETF and MicroStrategy too. Job market mixed bag. Layoffs send ominous signal, but claims drop. Employers shed over 70,000 jobs in worst November for layoffs since 2022, but jobless claims fell to 3-year low. U.S. stock futures steady. This is being on Yahoo Finance. Cut, okay. K-shaped economy has Wall Street on edge. Why it may be okay. Market doubts Hassett can deliver at the Fed. Alphabet AI chips are potential 90 billion secret sauce. So Google stock is active with NVIDIA. Former Intel CEO, Google is roaring back with Gemini 3. Go Google. EU probe of Musk X text blocks clout in Trump era. Mark Cuban urges Trump to cut fees holding back the U.S. generics. So Trump wants Asia cars to be made on U.S. soil. Bitcoin heads into 2026 with a renewed acceptance and volatility. Coinbase stock is active. Here also, Visa plans Syria launch deal with central bank on digital payments. I kind of review the news, go over geopolitics, Meta to cut up to 30% metaverse budget. India VC firm Nexus closes $700 million fund to back AI. Crypto reels from $200 billion crash as casino crowd moves on. So, 200 million dip, my goodness, I own what I own, so I don't trade on the margin. So I bought some Bitcoin here recently. It had a nice pump. Oil holds gain with focus on the Ukraine and Venezuela tensions. The U.S., Venezuela's got a lot of crude oil too, just like Mexico. I don't think Mexico's part of OPEC, but if I'm not mistaken, isn't Venezuela part of OPEC? So they got a lot of crude oil. NVIDIA, Jensen discussed chip controls with Trump. Man, NVIDIA, it was in D.C. yesterday with talks with Trump to export controls on semiconductor chips with President Trump. Wow, amazing. So this is what we have here on the geopolitics. I look at Wall Street. What's Wall Street reporting here? I like Wall Street. They kind of look at news a little differently, the news stories behind the news. So Wall Street is reporting yesterday private sector job trends in industry, from job destruction and information to job creation in mining and natural resources. So 3-month average job creation dips into negative for the first time since 2020. This is per ADP. So this is what we have on Wall Street. I look at that every day. So let's look at my trading plan. Blockchain is dipping, S&P 500's open, ETH. So I'll dollar cost average some Bitcoin today. I'll dollar cost average SPY ETF. Looking at that. I don't run commercials on my YouTube channel or any of my channels, but you can always check out my link below for my free ebook that you can read for free on Amazon Kindle. I'll put the link down below, but the name of the book is AI Graphic Artist Course for the Artificial Intelligence, or Mastering Agentic AI, or Event Planning, AI Event Planning, if you do that, or Green Energy Course. So I've penned a bunch of ebooks here recently. AI Business Writing Course for the AI, Virtual Reality Development, Social Media Analytics course. They're all doing great. So I'll put the link down below for Mastering Agentic AI. So check it out. Tell me what you think. You can see the links down below. Running about 8 minutes. So that's what we have today, the big movers today. Let's look at pre-market, what was going on in those big stocks today. Getting ready for the holidays. Stock market's open. So we look at post-market trading here. Stock market's open about 5 minutes. So NVIDIA is active, iRobot, Intel's active, Unipath, Pfizer, Alphabet's active, Apple Computer, new holdings. I own stock in these, so not a financial advisor. Got to say that. And read the risk disclosure. I don't give financial advice. I used to. I just give myself financial advice now. Post-market gainers, Poly Horizon Limited. Wow, Surf Air. Stocks, man, active shares. Tilly's are active. My goodness. Post-market dip. A lot of stocks active here. Snowflake is active, off about 8%. So that's what we have for the stock market today. And then we'll look at crypto. So I'll dollar cost average block, BLOK. BKCH is also a dollar cost average for me today. And then ETH. ETH is way oversold technically. And then also the precious metals complex. I'm selling some precious metals products, and then I'm purchasing Ethereum with it. One's got the greatest weighted alpha, which is silver bullion. Then ETH looks the most oversold. So I'll, looking at that and the de-dollarization event, and some talk about the Great Reset. The previous reset was 1933, where it was illegal to own gold bullion and then silver bullion. And then the next reset was in 1971. So the resets transpire typically whenever the U.S. Budget, debt, and everything gets over too much debt, so they have to reset. And so that's why I believe, not investment advice, but the reason that gold and silver bullion are pumping is because of the U.S. dollar losing so much of its purchasing power and a possible pending reset. So if you own dollars after the reset, you'll lose 90%. But if you own tangible assets like Bitcoin, Ethereum, and then precious metals like solid silver bullion and gold bullion, well, then you'll do great. So I think that's what's happening. We're getting ready for this great next reset that transpires about every 50 years or so. So that's all I have, everyone, today. You people are amazing. Tip my hat to you. Got my new Bentley hat. Check it out. So now, have a wonderful, great day. I say this every day. I give thanks for my abundant supply now manifested. I have it now. So have a wonderful, great day. Let the trend be your friend. It's John Taylor on his news desk and trading and prop trading desk. Check it out. Ethereum, is it oversold? Tell me what you think. Leave comments below. Thanks.